Kaya nga hindi marks the opinion is an army like for me. I'm actually better for Nina, boy, and the president of Colonel. General Canada.
Good morning, all the guests. Please keep your mic in the mute mode. Please keep your mic in the mute mode. Excuse me, Dr. Debras, please keep your mic in the mute mode.
Yeah. Mute me about mute to so tanda mute like she kind of the mobile is going to the mobile link to Sanitary 이제 노래 성락들이 실례 하자. 아이도 되는 사실보다 합격할
이 살리는 이렇게 없다. 아코이는 그런 하jar akan tahu virus ya.
They will be delivering presentation for this month. R&D task. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. L. Manipur Science Center. Give welcome
Good morning, everybody. So, as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Gyan Utsav is celebrating across the country with the initiative of Science and Technology Government of India. This month, November 2021 is the third month, and the theme of this month is R&D infrastructure in the state. Research and development plays an important role in determining the productivity and economic growth of a nation. Our Manipur is a small state in the northeast India with a population of about only 30 lakhs. So in Manipur, we have central research institutions like Manipur University, Central Agriculture University, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, ICR, Imphal Center, NIT, Triple IT, IBST, CSI.
Hello. Hello. Halo, Tabibra.
Ma'am, tabi bagang bro.
Hello.
Tay.
Hello. Oh, hi.
Present.
Hello. Ay ngang may ara bro ay mate matahod ra ba?
Thank you, Dr. Dinasandra, Director MASTEC. Now, I invite Dr. R.K. Lenin, Head Department of Psychiatry, RIMS, Imphal, kindly to give a presentation on the topic available R&D infrastructure, utilization, and the future requirements of regional institute. I invite Dr.
Proceed.
Now I invite Dr. Presentation on available R&D infrastructure, utilization, and future requirements.
Thank you.
For National Institute of Medical Sciences.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Am I audible and visible both?
Yes. Please go on.
Okay. At the outset, thank you very much for including me in this very important national program. My topic will be research and development infrastructure in RIMS and the future direction and what we are doing at present. I'll start with the Multidisciplinary Research Unit, otherwise known as MRU, that is there in our institute solely for the improvement of the infrastructure and the research activity of the faculties and students of our institute. This is the picture on the day of inauguration. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India in June 2013 had approved the scheme for establishment of multidisciplinary research units, MRUs, in the government medical colleges or research institutions during the 12th plan period as a path-breaking initiative to develop strengthen the health research infrastructure in the country to fulfill the newly allocated function of the department related to the promotion, coordination, and the development of basic, applied, and the clinical research. Multidisciplinary Research Unit was approved and sanctioned, for the Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Imphal, on December 16, 2013. That is around 7 years back, and sanctioned the first installment in the next year, March. RIMS Imphal has contributed 2,200 square feet land and rupees 62 lakhs on the construction and the renovation of MRU building. To bridge the gap in infrastructure, which is inhibiting the health research. Without infrastructure, it is not possible for the health research in the medical colleges. So it has been assisted them to establish multidisciplinary research facilities with a view to improving the health research and health services to ensure the geographical spread of the health research infrastructure in order to cover unserved and underserved medical colleges and other institutions. To improve the overall health status of the population by creating evidence-based application of diagnostic procedures, process, and methods. Major functions of the MRU so far, to undertake research in non-communicable diseases and other need-based research. And the non-communicable diseases, cardiac-related disorders like hypertension, myocardial infarction, diabetes, obesity, etc. is recommended by the local research advisory committee or expert committee of Department of Health Research, employing newer tools to promote and encourage quality medical research in the institution. To constitute the local research committees for identifying the research priorities and the projects with the participation of state health system officials. Local Research Advisory Committee was formed to guide this MRU. The constitution of the Local Research Advisory Committee, as per guidelines from the Government of India, is the inclusion of the external experts. So our chairperson is from JNIMS, Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, that external expert from Manipur University, Health Services, Government of Manipur, and Institute of Biodiversity Sustainable Development were included in the Local Research Advisory Committee, LRAC. Status of the meetings of the LRAC is quarterly. List of the LRAC members, of course, it needs to be updated. As of now, I will not mention, but some are from JNIMS, some are from Manipur University, some are from IBST Tagel, and any invitee members may be included in the LRAC from time to time by the nodal officer as and when required or expertise arises, depending on the nature of the research proposal. So what are the available resources? That is what this is actually meant for today's presentation. I will not enumerate all the machines and equipments, but we do have a pathology lab. We have sections of microbiology lab, biochemistry lab, molecular lab, sample and reagent storage. Required some special this cold chain maintenance. For that, we have -80° deep freezer, -20° freezer, double door, +4°C freezer. All the facilities can be utilized by researchers, research scholars, students from the state through an institute. Like he cannot come as an individual, he can come from Manipur University, he can come from IBST, etc. With the permission from authority. What is the authority? That is LRAC. And the list of equipments are to be presented in the subsequent slides. So we have some staffs also, particularly sanctioned for this. Research scientists grade 2, research scientists grade 1. They are there. They are engaged in the MRU since April 2015. Currently involved in monitoring of data collection, field visit to the project site, and the data analysis of the 3 research projects, maintenance of equipment installed in MRU, helping other departments in the research activities. Lab technician is there, engaged in MRU since April 2015, currently involved in the sample collection, testing of 2 different research projects, maintenance of equipment installed in MRU, logbook of the respective equipments. He is doing this. There we have 2 lab technicians, and 1 lab assistant is also there. He is engaged in MRU since April 2015, currently involved in the data collection and entry of the 3 research projects. Administration, who is the in charge? Administration is the RIMS itself, and the professor and the head, director A. Sant Singh is the head of this MRU, and the nodal officer is earlier Dr. A.K. Brogan Singh to begin with, and now Professor T. Suraj Singh, who is a neurologist, only neurologist in our institute. He is the nodal officer. The research activities of the MRU RIMS extramural, we have some projects taken up. I will not read out the names of the projects, it will be redundant, and research activities in the MRU RIMS intramural are also there with a limited funding. So there are 3 of them are this one. Intramural funded projects are also going on in the RIMS campus. Contribution during pandemic, even though the mandate was for research and the development of the research activity in the community, and MRU also responded to the need of the community. Say, for example, during this COVID-19 pandemic, and it helps in a great way in testing as per the instruction from Director of Health, Department of Health Research during pandemic. And from April 2020 to September 2020, established RNA extraction facility in short-term period and RT-PCR setup to cater the patients referred from various hospitals, transit station and districts. MDRU staff has worked for 24/7 during the pandemic with support from Manipur University, IBST, NCCS, Pune, NACO, and RIMS. This was the joint venture, and MRU also played a very important role in the response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the state, which was very bad shape in certain period of time. We have some other activities like Swasthya Pagda camp by MRU, and here we are seeing the then Suraj in the right side, then the medical superintendent of that time, our director Santa Singh, Dr. Brogan, and Dr. Ratan is there, and along with the staff and students. So we had a workshop also, good clinical practice, current regulatory and ethical requirements for conducting clinical trials research in India, including Schedule Y. This is a very important topic and required for the researchers. And a Golden Jubilee Celebration Research Initiative workshop on fundamentals of biomedical research method was also held on 8 to 9 October 2021 in the new examination hall of RIMS. And it was organized jointly by MRU and the project cell. I will be talking briefly about the project cell also. So what we require from MRU in future is, it is for a limited period of time, say 2025, sustainability of MRU after funding ends by the Department of Health Research, Government of India by 2015 will be a question. Collaborative study with other institutions to promote research-oriented approach in the healthcare facilities of Manipur. Equipments, we need not mention each and every one. And that is briefly about the MRU. And now we have in the microlab biology department, another research and a diagnostic laboratory is there. It is known as Vrdl, Viral Research and Diagnostic Laboratory. It is specifically meant for virology. And it is also a very rare opportunity to have this laboratory in RIMS. It was sanctioned in 2016 and building was completed in 2016 itself, and recruitment of staff after 2 years, that is 2018, and they become functional in the same year, that September 2018. So list of the equipment available in the Vrdl RIMS are as follows. Many of the modern high-end equipments are available, and procurement of the under-mentioned equipment is also under process from Vrdl fund. They are sequencing machine, height capillary, electronic pipette, and liquid nitrogen cane. These are under process for procurement. So equipment received from the other sources. We also get equipments donated from other sources. So these are some of them. Diagnostic tests currently done at Vrdl RIMS are SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, Japanese encephalitis, dengue, chikungunya, hepatitis B virus, and hepatitis C virus. Till now, there is 25th November 2021, total number of 142,955 SARS-CoV-2 COVID-19 samples have been tested at Vrdl RIMS since March 2020. I think this is the highest in the state by any agency. Until now, the other tests like Japanese encephalitis and etc., the number is against their this thing. Name of the disorders mentioned below. So future plan, what are the future plan? We would like to have a diagnostic and the research program under the diagnostic test, respiratory, virus panel, and the retrovirus. These are required, and the research program, dengue serotyping, and influenza screening and testing, sequencing of the selected virus, local, regional, having biomedical importance. These are in the pipeline, and these are the future plan of this Vrdl. Now, I just briefly mention about the project cell. Well, when the number of projects and schemes are many in our institute, then ultimately the directorate have thought of separating the responsibility and giving it to some in charge of project cell. Later on, there is a plan to create a post of Dean Research that is there in many of the bigger institutes, older institutes. So this was established during the COVID time, that is June 2020, and the Professor R.K. Lenin Singh is designated as Professor in charge of the project shell, RIMS Imphal. So this, after establishing this, we have started some streamlining of the research projects and the schemes undertaken by the institute in the past as well as in present. And to streamline the research proposal and then to monitor and whatever research projects going on in the institute, research subcommittee is formed with director as the chairman, and convener is the Professor R.K. Lenin Singh, and others are members. So ongoing research projects and the schemes in RIMS Imphal as on 25 number of projects, 20 number of schemes undertaken in the RIMS from different sources. Most of the schemes are from Government of India, national schemes. And a list of the ongoing research projects are also listed here. Some departments are taking a high load of research like microbiology 7, and then dental also, they are dental college, they are also coming up, and then community medicine also, they are having some program. Medicine also having 5 numbers of research going on. Neurology department is having 2 numbers. Dental, they are having 2 projects. And then psychiatry department is having 5 projects right now. PMR department is having 3 projects. Pathology department is having 1. And I think it's repeated. Okay. Gynecology department 2, the medical superintendent, these are mostly scheme. 7 number of schemes are there, and they are under the medical superintendent. Trauma care center and the plastic surgery, they are 1. So these are the projects and schemes going on in our institute. So project completed during the last year are these 4, and activities of the project cell, as I've mentioned, that joint collaborative organization of the project cell and MRU, that we have one research initiative that is in connection with the Golden Jubilee celebration of our institute. I would like to share with the group that RIMS Imphal has completed 50 years of its existence in the service of mankind, and we are celebrating 1 complete year, starting from 14 September 2021 to 14 September 2022, 1 full year as the Golden Jubilee celebration. And we have Project Cell have initiated Golden Jubilee Research Initiative. Under this, we have introduced another intramural research, small departmental research, to encourage the young faculties to take up small research. And also as an incentive, we gave the reports or the scientific reports of these projects will be published in a supplementary issue of our own domestic journal called Journal of Medical Society RIMS. That is quarterly published. So many of the faculty members, young ones, are encouraged. And we have done is training. I will not repeat again. This is a workshop on the fundamentals of biomedical research method from 8 and 9 October 2021 recently. And now there are 14 research proposals submitted for research and development of RIMS Imphal, and it is under process. So now with this, research is a very important factor when we assess the ranking of the medical institutions in the country. And luckily, in the last 3 subsequent years, India is included in the top 100 list of the ranking of NRF amongst all medical colleges in the country. And this year, we are in the 38th rank, and it is the only institute from the East Zone. And we are very proud of it, and the research is one very important area. So in order to climb up in the ranking, or if not, not to go down in the list, we are trying to do our best to improve the research work, infrastructure of the research facilities in the institute under the able guidance and the leadership of our director, Dr. Professor A. Santa Singh. So this is what is available as of now in RIMS, and every department has their own research facilities, those small. I cannot compile all those things. For example, Department of Psychiatry RIMS in my own, we have a very, very sophisticated EEG machine, and we can have lots of studies about epilepsy, about sleep, and about meditation. What is the impact of the meditation on the EEG brain waves, etc., etc. So our equipments keep on increasing the facility for research in our institute. But nonetheless, we hope and we want to grow, so we need more inputs in this area from any source. With these few words, I would like to thank once again and for giving us the opportunity to be part of this national level webinar presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lenin, for your very valuable and nice presentation. Next, the research CA Imphal.
Good morning, everybody. Is it audible? Hello, is it audible?
Audible.
Okay, okay. I am presenting. Visible my screen?
Yes, it is clearly visible.
Okay. So, good morning, everybody. So, all the esteemed speakers of this national webinar, and all the this director of this Manipur Science and Technology Councils, and all the participants. Myself, Dr. S. Basanta Singh. I am Director of Research, Central Agriculture University, Imphal. So I am just presenting about the available research and development infrastructure, utilization and the future requirements, particularly for Central Agriculture University, Imphal. So you all know that this Central Agriculture University, Imphal is 28 years old university. It was established in 26 January 1993 by the Act of the Parliament, and we have 13 7 northern region states except Assam, and we have 6 faculties in the universities. We have the Faculty of Agriculture. We have 4 colleges. Under the Faculty of Horticulture, and under the Faculty of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, we have 2 colleges. And Agriculture, Engineering and Post-Harvest Technology, we have 2 colleges. And 1 faculty is in Fisheries and Community Science. Other than these colleges, we have the 6 Krishi Vigyan Kendras, 6 multi-technologies center and 6 vocational training centers. So these are details of the colleges located in the 7 northern states. And university, we are getting about the budget of about 248.94 these crores. So out of these research projects are contributing about it's around 60 crores. So these projects are funded from different funding agencies. We have National Agriculture Higher Education Project, and we have different funding agencies like the Department of Biotechnology, Department of Science Technologies, ICR, and so many other funding agencies. So the university's students intake capacity during 2021 is that we have Indian students to 2,283. And total, we have 2,295 students during 2021. And regarding performance in 2021, these 336 students pass out in postgraduate students pass out, and 15 PhD students pass out. Total 455 students pass out during 2021. And this is regarding the staff strength of the university. We have the faculty, particularly it is doing teaching and research 322. And total staff is around 1, including these 322, these teachers and scientists. And since establishment till today, 5,255 students pass out, and our students are performing very well in the national level examinations. And till now, around 125 students pass out. Students are working as agriculture scientists, clearing the very reputed agriculture research service examinations. And more than 300 students, they clarify these junior research fellowship examinations, and 52 students clear these GATE examinations. And our students are mostly working in government sector, and many are also becoming self-employed. And many students from foreign countries like Malawi, Sudan, Afghanistan, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Liberia, Kenya, etc. They are coming to this university every year for, they are particularly in the post. And regarding the research projects, so out of 108 projects from externally funded projects, 33 are newly sanctioned. And regarding these research facilities available in these universities, and this research is a very important component of the university. And every faculty members, they have to devote around 30% of their time in research activities, and 60% to teaching, and another 10% in the transfer of technology activities. And I'm just giving about highlighting about the facilities available in this university, including Manipur, and so many repetitions are there. We have, for example, we have 4 agricultural colleges. So facilities available in one college also available in other colleges also. Although there are some difference in the advancement of the facilities. And this national resource management is a very big department of the university. Here we covered subjects like soil science and agronomy, which is very important subjects in agricultural science. And we have the analytical laboratory, particularly for those this nutrient estimation and other parameters. So we have the very high-fi equipments like atomic absorption spectrophotometer, auto analyzers, flame photometers, gas chromatography, etc. And we have the biogeochemistry lab and microbial ecology. Nowadays people are going to this organic farming, okay? And there are a lot of soil microbes which are very useful for this one, for this increasing the fertility of the soils. So our technology, microbial mixture, is very famous. Just spray particularly in the zoom areas. So it increases the productivity about around 30%. So we have already developed two types of these microbial formulations, particularly for the zoom areas. By exploring those very indigenous microbes available in the soil. And we have the GIS and the remote sensing laboratory, and here we have all the facilities like and equipments like ArcGIS, plotter, EDAS, Geometrica software, scanner, surface water modeling, watershed modeling system, GPS, and all the softwares we are having for analysis of this GIS and remote sensing. And we have the hydraulics labs, and we have the farm lab, and we have the biofertilizer production unit. And nowadays, this we are not increasing use of these synthetic fertilizers. So we are doing more research, more focus on the development of these biofertilizers and microbial mixers for increasing the soil fertility and the nutrient content. So this is about natural resource management. Under the crop improvement. Crop improvement is a very important research activity of the university. So we are developing development of these crop varieties, either to conventional methods and as well as molecular biology and biotechnology methods. So till today we have developed 6 which are very popular in northern parts of the country. And we have developed one variety of this cassava, and we have developed one variety of this rapeseed mustard, groundnut, 3 varieties, soybean 2 varieties, and many varieties are on pipelines. So other than this, using this conventional method, our biotechnology lab is we have very good facilities to do all the molecular biology and biotechnology works. Citing this example that we have the so we have complete laboratory for these biotechnologies. Other than we are also emphasis more on the development of this quality planting materials using this tissue culture method. So we already developed this tissue culture, this protocol for this banana, particularly the Maitai Hai, and also this Tamelong orange. So recently we got one project from Northern Council 3 crore project for development of this quality planting materials of citrus. And we have also the facilities for this cytogenetics and molecular marker lab, media preparation rooms, tissue culture and genetic transformation lab, greenhouse facilities, and genetics and plant breeding lab also we have well equipped. And another very important activity is crop protections, maybe insect pests and maybe any diseases. So we have plant pathology lab, molecular lab, biopesticide production unit. And as I mentioned earlier, people are not controlling of these diseases and the pests. So our scientists have already developed so many these biopesticides based on our available trichoderma and other microbial species. So we are for that facility, we are having this good facility for biopesticide production unit and mushroom production unit. Now we are focusing more on this shiitake mushroom, which is very demanded in international market. And we have the Entomology Labs, so we have collected more than 500 species of insects, and we are keeping our lab. This is the transboundary, these insects and diseases. Okay, because nowadays a lot of these insect and pest diseases are from Bangladesh and making havoc to our region. So we are also more focused on these transboundary diseases. We have the insectary, we have the polyhouse for conducting a lot of various experiments under this crop protection. And we have one faculty of fisheries, although the college is located at Agartala in Tripura. So we have very advanced facilities. We have Center for Advanced Studies in Fisheries is open at college at Agartala, and it's funded by the DBT and Department of Biotechnology at a cost of around 30 crores. It's a big project. We are having all the fish species, including ornamental prawns from different parts of regions, and we are already conducted this biotechnology, this profiling of those and we have developed good biotechnology laboratory in the fishery college. And other than we have this cold room, eco hatchery, experimented cemented tanks, FRP tanks, and the well laboratory, experimental pond, prawn hatchery, pabda hatchery, fish mill, fish museum, polyhouse for fish breeding and rearing, well laboratory for animal health study, and outdoor biofloc systems. So we have good facilities as far as the fishery research is concerned. And we have another very important faculty, that's faculty of animal sciences. It is we have two colleges, one at College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Aizawl, and another in Jaluk in Nagaland. So here also we are more concerned about the transboundary diseases. So with the support of the Department of Biotechnology, we already developed a good laboratory for this diagnosis of these transboundary diseases using this molecular basis. So we have a lot of facility for the first time in the country that we have diagnosed this PRS, Procrine Reproductive Disease Syndrome in pig. It is very important. It is zoonotic disease. From Mizoram, it is coming from Myanmar. For the first time, we have identified. And now African swine fever, we have identified from Arunachal Pradesh. So we have good facilities for disease diagnosis and other zoonotic diseases. So these are the equipments available. We have all the facilities like this for ultrasound facilities, X-ray facilities. So we have complete this hospital for the animals, and we are keeping all the facilities in the laboratory for different types of studies. And another very important research is the post-harvest value additions. You know, northern region is very famous for this variety of these indigenous fruits and vegetables, which are very nutritive and having medicinal values. So we have two colleges under food technology. One is Imphal, College of Food Technology, Imphal, and another is the College of Agriculture Engineering and Post-Harvest Technology at Sikkim. So now we are focusing more on development of these value-added products, of particularly these locally available fruits and vegetables. So we already developed this lot of value-added products from this jackfruit, which is a very having low economic value in the regions. So we have developed a lot of these value-added products, cassava, and pineapple. Also, we have developed a lot of the products like pineapple powders and other dry fruits. And now we are focusing more on the development of this jackfruit wine. This jackfruit is having very little market value, so we are trying to convert this jackfruit to wine, and we have all the facilities for this. And my topic, one of the very important topic, is the utilization of these available equipments in the universities. Right, for small and medium equipments, we have this utilization percent about 80 to 100% in small equipments, and medium equipments costing up to 10 lakhs, it is 70 to 90%, and big equipments costing more than 10 lakhs. This utilization percent is comparatively lower. So how we can optimize this utilization of this our developed infrastructure? So I am giving in next slide. So now the university is focusing more on this medicine and aromatic plants, chemical profiling of indigenous fruits and vegetables. We are focusing on farming system research, nanotechnologies, organic farming, bioformulations of various insecticides and pesticides, microbial resources, transboundary diseases, and vaccine development. So these are the action plan for the university in the coming years. And to achieve this, our objectives, we have a lot of linkage with international level organizations like International Research Center for Dry Areas, ICARDA, this Vrdl Institute of South Asian, this one. So we have already signed MOU. We have already signed an MOU with the International Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics, and we have already signed with the International Rice Research Institute in Philippines and the Western Sydney universities. And we are in the process of signing MOU, particularly with our neighboring countries. So we already initiated with the University of Taiwan, this Sylhet Agriculture University in Bangladesh, Jaffna University in Sri Lanka, and the Asian Institute of Technology in Bangkok, and the National University of Singapore. So we are trying to have good collaborations. And as a first step, 37 of our faculty members are sending to these collaborative universities to learn about 3 months in their these frontier areas of their own subject. So we have already this one completed all the formalities, and within 31st March we are sending 37 faculties to these collaborative universities in Southeast Asian countries. And other than 37 faculty members, 100 of our students also sending for 3 months training program in these collaborative universities in Southeast Asian countries, including Japan and Israel. So this also, out of 150 students are sending within this 31st March. Other than that, we are also have MOU with 43 national level institutions like NDRI, National Dairy Research Institute. We are with the labs Instagram, this industry we have already collaborated, and with so many ICR institutes we already collaborated. And regarding the utilization of this sharing of facilities, because of this only utilization for the big equipments. So how to increase, how to optimize the 100% utilization of this available resources of the laboratories or any facilities of the universities. So now we have the plan to share our facility with nearby institutions, universities, so that our facility can be utilized by our other universities, and we can utilize their facilities also. So now we are in the process of signing MOU with our nearby institutions like IBSD, Institute of Bioresource and Sustainable Development at Imphal, Manipur University, ICR. We already have collaborated with ICR, and we are even with them college. So we are in the process of signing MOU with these nearby institutions. So already our Vice Chancellor had one meeting with all the Vice Chancellor and directors of even the NIT in Imphal. So we have developed a draft MOU, and we are signing shortly with these nearby institutions, so that our facility can be utilized by them and we can utilize their facilities. And another very important policy is the outsourcing of facilities. So with charging some nominal charge for using, suppose some students, some research scholars, or some faculty member, they wanted to utilize our laboratory or some equipment, so we will charge some minimum charge for utilizing. So we also already identified the equipments which can outsource to other this other outside the university. So we already this formulated the plan, and we are also encouraging our faculty member for projects to get external funded projects from different funding agencies, so that we can strengthen more our laboratories. So our universities having also as like other universities, our universities also having this constraint in this our fund. So we are increasing our faculties to get externally funded projects. And another, as I mentioned, is the linkage with institutions in Southeast Asian countries to share the facilities. This also we already identified 6 universities in Southeast Asian countries. So these are the policies we formulated for increasing this optimum utilization of our available resources. So with this few these slides, I am just concluding here. I thank the organizer for giving the opportunity to share my experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Basanta, Director Research, Central Agricultural University, Imphal, for your nice presentation. Now we have Shri R.K. Bigansana Singh, Scientist D, National Institute for Electronics and Information Technology, Akampat, Imphal, for presentation on the topic Available R&D Infrastructure, Utilization and Future Requirements of National Institute for Electronics and Information Technology, NILIT, Imphal. So I invite Shri R.K. Bigansana Singh to for the presentation on the topic.
Thank you, sir. Is it visible, my presentation?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. Respected Director MASTEC, resource persons from RIMS, CAU, and other institutions, invitees, and all participants. Let me introduce myself first. My name is R.K. Bigansana Singh, working as Scientist D at NILIT Imphal. First of all, I would like to mention in today's webinar that NILIT is basically not an R&D organization. Our main focus is skilling to fill the skill gap, awareness creation, capacity building programs in the field of ICT. That means basically training programs. Apart from our say mandate organization, that is assessment and certification. Though we do not mainly focus on R&D, works, from time to time, we propose to different ministries and state government for executing some R&D works. So we have few R&D works, and some are in the pipeline. So, I will focus on the opportunities of the research scholars, say, to access the up-to-date or latest ICT infrastructure available with NILIT at present. So the outline of my presentation will be, I will give some say focus on about our organizations, our activities, our core competencies, infrastructure and facilities, and what are the availability of R&D infrastructure at present, and opportunities for the student and research scholar. So NILIT Imphal was established in the year 1988. It's more than 30 years old. And NILIT erstwhile is known as DWEC. At the very beginning, it is CDT, then DWEC, and now National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology. We are an autonomous organization, autonomous scientific society of Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. We have pan-India existence. 43 centers and extension centers are set up across the country, and our headquarters is located at New Delhi. So NILIT Imphal is at Akampat, Imphal is Manipur, and we have a medium-sized campus spreading of 24 acres of land. So these are some photographs showing our campus, NILIT Imphal. And apart from NILIT Imphal, we do have two extension centers recently set up. And last this month, September, one was inaugurated. One is at Churachandpur and Senapati districts. And we also have two study centers. It's a small one, but facilities are available for capacity building programs at Tamenglong and the Sandel district. So this is our newly set up Churachandpur Extension Center campus at Tuibong, and this is at Senapati Extension Center at Senapati town. So the activities of NILIT are basically training in the field of ICT, information electronics and communication technologies areas. We do assessment and the certification, and we also implement various awareness programs, like under Digital India, we spread awareness about digital locker, then cyber security, information security, mobile security, etc. And digital payment systems, and the programs, initiatives taken up by our Government of India in the field of ICT, we do awareness program in this field. We also do capacity building and skill development programs in the field of ICT, like PMKVY training program, and various other schemes like government officials training in the field of ICT, etc. And from time to time, we also implement some few R&D projects. So at present, we offer these courses. We offer some long-term, we call it long-term formal courses, diploma in computer science engineering, electronics engineering, then BCA, PGDCA, Master of Science in Information Technology, and Master of Computer Application. These are all affiliated to Manipur University. So the certificating body is the Manipur University. So apart from these long-term courses, we also have our own non-formal courses. Non-formal courses means from students who do not have IT background can join this by filling up some pages. These are NILIT O and A level IT courses, computer hardware and maintenance O level courses, and multimedia and animation course, and various short-term courses ranges from duration 80 hours to 400 hours. So we do provide training ranging from 1 month to 6 months duration, and the certification, assessment and certification is done by NELIT itself. Then another course, very important course, is PMKY, Prime Minister Kaushal Vikas Yojana courses. In this course, in more than 10 different job roles in the field of renewable energy, electronics, IT, and ITES, and multimedia, we provide training under PMKY. Then we also implement some sponsor training programs for the government officials, for the say SSC students, etc. from time to time. The core competencies of our institute is in the field of information security, cyber security, cyber forensic, computer networking and security, medical electronics, multimedia and animation, and some skills identified by Government of India as future skills. Example of future skills identified by Government of India are big data analytics, augmented reality and virtual reality, this AR/VR, IoT, Internet of Things, drone, etc. And we also have competency in the renewable energy sector, renewable like solar energy. And some infrastructure I would like to highlight. These are computer labs at Imphal, and these are also computer labs. Then some classrooms, and this is one of the mechanical workshops. We have various sophisticated and mechanical tools, instruments. And then this is library, and we have electronic library and IEEE access facilities available. This electronic library, and this is our seminar hall, and some other facilities. NELIT is authorized training partner of some sectors, that is Electronic Sector Skill Council for Green Jobs, Media and Entertainment Skill Council, IT and the IT Enabled Services Skill Council for conduct of PMKVY courses. And next facility is Model Career Center. Model Career Center was set up with funding of Ministry of Labor and Employment. With this model, at this Model Career Center, we provide a platform for meeting the employer and the job seeker and the employer. So here, employer also can register, and the job seeker also can register. So that facility, the meeting point facility, is available, provided at the Model Career Center for providing job as well as for getting jobs. And regarding R&D infrastructure, we have not of all knows nowadays IT and the IT IT-enabled devices like electronic devices, computers, then softwares, whatever, plays a major role in the research works. So most of the researches are assisted by the IT gadgets, IT infrastructure, and electronic and software, etc. So all the general IT infrastructure with latest technologies are available with NELIT at present. And apart from that, we have high-end facilities, especially in the field of cyber forensic, computer networking and security, and big data analytics for undergoing research works in these fields. So this is a available RD infrastructure for forensic tools, cyber forensic. We have forensic tools for computer and mobiles. These are some of the advanced equipments we procured recently. And from time to time, we also provide assistance to Government of Manipur for cyber forensic investigations. for various crimes and all. They approach us, and by utilizing these equipments, we provide assistance to the government of Manipur for cybercrime investigations. Next is R&D infrastructure for networking and security tools. Apart from these forensic tools, we also recently procured high-end equipments for conduct of research work in the field of networking and security. We have several high-end servers, computer servers, then switches and various switches, wireless, wired, etc. Then we have hardware firewall, software hardware firewall, and various tools, equipments for fiber optic communication. And another, this is one of the future skill identified government India, that is big data analytics. So there are several research areas in this field, big data analytics. So for this, we have high-end PCs, we have a virtual platform, cloud data, and with one project, our lab, one of the lab is connected with CDEC Noida for say practical purposes. It's called, we call it a virtual lab. So some of the R&D works we have done, I would like to mention. One is Anti-Spam Coordination Center. This is for collection of spam mail informations. This is funded by MIT, and we successfully completed this one. And the second thing, Manipuri to English and English to Manipuri dictionary. This one funded by government of Manipur, and this is, Manipuri means in Bengali script. So we have completed successfully this one. And third one is in the pipeline. This will be a more little bigger R&D work that is going to be implemented by NILIT. And here we will be partner with Manipur Technical University and Jenims, apart from one industry partner based at Chandigarh. So the R&D work, this will be, name is Design and Development of EEG-based Depth of Anesthesia Monitoring System. So this, in principle, approved by MIT, and it's likely to commence from the say early days of next financial year. So some of the opportunities I would like to highlight. This is very important for the research scholar as well as student community. All the courses mentioned in the previous slide, we do not charge from the students belong to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So that is 3 years, maybe though maybe say 3 years Master of Computer Application program or Diploma Engineering program or 2 months training program or 6 months training, whatever. We do not charge fee from the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe community. This is implemented based on the one of the scheme of government of India, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe sub-plan scheme. And under PMKVY courses, regardless of the student community belongs to general, OBC, SC, ST, we do not charge fee from the fee for undergoing the training program under PMKVY courses. So in the PMKVY courses, we as of now we provided training in more than 10 different job roles in the field of IT, renewable energy, media and entertainment, etc. And under one big project, Future Skill Prime project, there is opportunity for the student and research community to upskilling and reskilling themselves in the future skill, such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, Bitcoin, 3D printing, etc. So in this, student has to register to the by accessing the Future Skill Prime portal, and they have student has to register themselves, and at the in the registration, they will create, the portal will create one e-wallet, and the amount will be credited up to 12,000 rupees will be credited to their e-wallet, and they can encash the e-wallet once the student is certified. So this is a very good program, especially for the intending research scholars in the field of IT and ITES. And these are some photographs of students while practicing. This is solar rooftop system, and the students are say they're taking a photograph with the LED bulbs assembled by themselves. So the students call it Manipur LED, and one of the LED assembled by themselves, they presented to the Honorable CM of Manipur. So this is one of the achievement of the students, belongs to Senapati district, and they successfully assembled and they did the marketing also. So with these few slides and few share of knowledge, I would like to thank the organizing committee for giving this opportunity to highlight the available facilities of NILIT and to highlight the available R&D infrastructure at NILIT Imphal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sri R.K. Viensana, Scientist D, NILIT Imphal, for your nice presentation and valuable information. Now we have the last presentation by Dr. Y. Devral Singh, Scientist D, Regional Sericulture Research Station, Central Silk Board, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, Imphal. So he will be presenting on the topic focusing R&D infrastructure utilization and future requirements of Regional Sericulture Research Station Imphal. So I invite Dr. Y. Devral, Scientist D, Regional Sericulture Research Station Imphal, for the presentation.
Yes, gallery. Gallery so she only would have some the turn off the video gallery device settings is under gallery is open share now is going to see open desktop window screen. You see like window recording. Window is yes, sir. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you and see your slides.
Oh, so
Please proceed.
So is it audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. Now I'm going to present the available R&D infrastructure, utilization, and future requirements of Regional Sericulture Research Station, Central Silk Board, Imphal. Actually, Manipur, one of the Indo-Burma biodiversity export area, where very rich in flora and fauna, and center of wild silk moths. So present during 2020-21, the production of 4 different types of sericulture in Manipur, mulberry about 120 to 130 metric ton, and Iri was 350 to 370 metric ton, Muga 2 to 3 metric ton, and Octasar 5 to 6 metric ton raw silk produced. About Regional Sericultural Research Station Imphal, this station, the erstwhile Regional Tasar Research Station, is a premier R&D station established in 1974 by the Central Silk Board in Manipur, and was then mainly focused on the development of the Tasar culture. But from 2018 onwards, it has been reassigned as a multitasking station unit for providing R&D support for the development of mulberry and non-mulberry sericulture in northeastern states of India. In addition to catering to the needs of R&D for sericulture, RSRS Imphal is keeping the national perspectives in pursuing technological advancement to disseminate research findings to the field and to provide extension support to the farmers. The mandate of this research station is to act as an apex research station for providing R&D support for sericulture, to conduct basic, strategic and applied research to increase production and the productivity of silkworms and their host plants, to conduct socio-economic research for assessing sustainability of newly developed technologies, to percolate the research findings to end users through extension and training mechanism, to provide extension and training support to stakeholders, and to support the state governments concerning R&D extension and the technological matters related to sericulture. A brief introduction. The valley and the hills of Manipur are distinct in physical features and are conspicuous in flora and fauna, which include varieties of sericinous insects and their food plants. As we know, agriculture is the primary occupation of the rural population of Manipur. Besides, sericulture plays an important role in providing subsidiary income. The climatic condition of the state is conducive for commercial exploitation of mulberry, iri, muga, and octasar for different types of silk. The art of silkworm rearing and silk weaving has long been closely associated with the culture and the tradition amongst the women folk of Manipur. The advantages for sericulture development in the state are availability of food plants, traditional rearers, and skilled weavers. Presently, about 32,078 hectares of land is under silkworm food plantation, involving 18,000 families in 782 villages with 3,567 reelers. Government of India is providing continuous support to Manipur for intensive development of sericulture in all aspects. Altogether, 11 districts in Manipur practice sericulture, either more than one or all 4 types of sericulture. Strengthening the existing capacity by creating new infrastructure at farmers level, common facility center for reeling, spinning, and silk weaving activities, besides infrastructure for seed production for the state. Catalytic development programs, schemes, CTP schemes are being implemented since 1997 onwards and release a sum of rupees 50 crore during 9 to 12 plan by Central Silk Board. Under NER TPS Notice Region Textile Promotion Scheme, 2 integrated sericulture development projects have been implemented in Valley and Hill in 11 districts of 21 blocks with 8,782 beneficiaries. Actually, RSRS Imphal is having different laboratories. One is silkworm breeding and genetics, and another one is entomology and pathology laboratory, then host plant improvement laboratory, silkworm improvement laboratory, and extension activities. All the extension activities are looking after one extension section, and seed production section, and a post-cocoon technology section. So far, the technology developed mainly on octasar culture under host plant division. We have developed package of practices for octasar host plant industry, and plantation technology of oak plants also developed, and pruning schedule of oak plants for uniform sprouting, so that that brushing of worms, rearing can be started as per the availability of the sprouts. That also developed, and the standardized optimum fertilizer requirement for quality leaf yield also developed. Under pre-cocoon section, pre-cocoon actually from rearing part, silkworm rearing part up to cocooning. Production of cocoon is called pre-cocoon. Under pre-cocoon, octasar silkworm rearing technology is developed, and the choki rearing technology. Choki rearing technology means the rearing of young age silkworms is one of the most important part. That technology also developed. By conducting choki rearing technology, it prevents crop loss up to 20 to 30%. And an effective control measure methods for disease and the pests of tasar silkworm also developed. And recently we have developed one PET bottle containing sugarcane juice for control of UG5 infesting silkworm also developed. Seed production sector is one of the most important part for sericulture. Without good and disease-free seed, that sericulture crop cannot be successful. So in this seed production sector, the following technology we have developed: the termination of pupal dipause by giving 16 to 17 hours light treatment, 150 lux of light intensity, and 27 plus minus 1 degree Celsius temperature, and IT plus minus 5% relative humidity will be maintained, and within 25 to 30 days we can raise another crop during summer and autumn. Generally, octasar culture is being practiced only the 2 times in a year. The silkworm itself univolatile, only 1 crop per year, but after giving light treatment and the termination of the pupal dipause, we can raise another crop during summer and autumn. And the seed cocoon preservation, after first crop, we can preserve the cocoons for 8 to 9 months at normal temperature and the room condition by giving this 8 to 12 hours photophase, and maintain pupal dipause and reduce the electric emergence. And the standardized optimum resting and the coupling periods for large-scale octasar seed production also developed. The appropriate convenient egg-laying devices used, egg surface sterilization with 0.2% sodium hypochlorite for control of egg tiger band disease in octasar silkworm. Recently, we faced very serious problem about the tiger band disease. Due to this viral disease, crop failure was, many times crop fell. So after utilization of this technology, application of 0.2% sodium hypochlorite in the egg surface sterilization, we can control this disease. And lastly, silkworm egg preservation at low temperature. The silkworm egg can be preserved at 5 to 10 degrees Celsius and IT plus minus 5% relative humidity for 25 to 30 days to avoid wastage of eggs and to synchronize with the sprouting of foliage. Regarding the research and development projects, we have 6 research projects are being conducted at this station. Out of these, one last 6 number project is recently we have sanctioned. We got sanctioned from Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. It costs about 1.2 crore, and this project is a collaborative one with Manipur University and one our Central Silk Board organization at Bangalore, and another one Indian Institute of Horticulture, Bangalore. And other projects are being conducted under the Central Silk Board funded projects, and the 2 projects, project number 4 and 5th, are for mulberry sericulture, and these 2 projects are being conducted under the our institute, Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute, Berhampur, West Bengal. Regarding maintenance of germplasm, silkworm germplasm is very important. Under Octasar, we have maintained 10 improved breeds in our germplasm bank, out of which 3 are under popularization, and 4 indigenous and exogenous species of Octasar silkworm are also being maintained in the germplasm bank. And under Muga, we have maintained CMR to improve breed in our germplasm bank, and under Iri silkworm, we maintain Iri silkworm ecoraces. 4 ecoraces we have maintained, and 6 silkworm strains are also being maintained in the GPB of this station. And regarding the expansion of mulberry plantation with high yielding varieties, we have maintained 4 different high yielding varieties of mulberry for supplying to the state government and the farmers as and when required. This station also conducting training programs, particularly farmer skill training and post-cocoon training to develop the skill of farmers on pre-cocoon and post-cocoon sector. And annually, we have imparted 45 to 50 individual or self-help groups for these different training programs. And after training, each trained farmer could earn rupees 15,000 to 25,000 per month in post-cocoon sector. And regarding extension communication programs, we have different extension communication programs annually. As per annual program, we have conducted special events such as Farmers Day, Field Day, group discussion, awareness program, technology demonstration program, and a Resam Krishi Mela for the promotion of sericulture. It involves NGOs, self-help groups, sericulture farmers at different districts of Manipur. During these events, farmers, scientific personnel, and technical officers from State Department have healthy interaction to solve the field problems. Regarding the sericulture developmental projects implemented in the country and particularly in Northeast states, since 1990 onwards, under Government of India, National Sericulture Project (NSP) is the first sericulture-based project conducted all over the states of India. It continued up to 1996. After that, from 1997 to 2016, different catalytic development programs, CDP programs, also being conducted throughout the country in all the states. And in 1998 to 2008, for Manipur and the Chhattisgarh states, JBIC developmental projects also being conducted. And from 2013 to 2017, bivolatile cluster promotion programs are also being conducted. All the states of India except Gujarat, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand. And from 2014 to 2020, Northeast Region Textile Promotion Scheme (NERTPS) is being conducted throughout the northeastern states. And from 2017 to 2020, Integrated Scheme for Development of Silk Industry (ISDSI), it is called Silk Samagra, also being conducted throughout the all silk producing states. About infrastructure available under sericulture developmental programs, from during these different plant programs, this infrastructure have been developed, particularly in Manipur government under Department of Sericulture, and it covered all Muga, Iri, Mulberry, and Octasar. For Muga, 1 seed farm, 2 number seed farm, and Iri granage, basic seed farm spinning unit, and Mulberry P2 granage, different step granages, P3 granage, and a seed multiplication center. And for Octasar, we have 1 RSRS Imphal under Central Silk Board, and seed farm 34 numbers, industrial granage 15, and technical service center 27, silk reeling and spinning factory 1, weaving unit 2, training cum production center 2, and lastly field laboratory equivalent is established under Central Silk Board. So altogether, total 118 units have been established under Manipur government, and 2 units established under Central Silk Board. These are the seed production, cocoon production, granages centers established under RSRS Imphal. It can accommodate about 2 lakh cocoons per granage. And these are the different cocoons after harvesting and spread for selection, and after selection, the seed cocoons will be garlanding and kept inside the cages. And about the post-cocoon sector, 32 units already established under state government, and multi-end reeling units 3 numbers, cottage basin reeling units 21 numbers, twisting units 4 numbers, and banya reeling and spinning units 4 numbers. And this is the cocoon preservation, seed cocoon preservation, cages inside the seed production hall drainage, and cocoons are keeping after garlanding inside the cages, and all the wire mesh cages are keeping inside the drainages. About the implementation of micro project on Octasar, way back 2003 to 7, a micro project for development of Octasar culture under CTP schemes of Central Siltboard was implemented by Manipur State Agriculture Cooperative Federation. And during the year 2005-06, the project could harvest 28 lakh cocoons by involving 103 commercial rearers and 52 seed rearers. The project supported 200 commercial rearers and 44 seed rearers during the project period. And implementation of CPP, Cluster Promotion Program, in addition to CTP schemes, the Central Siltboard, in coordination with state agriculture departments, have jointly developed 2 pre-cocoon clusters in Senapati district and Churachampur districts of Manipur. These 2 clusters have covered around 200 farmers in Octasar. The CTP has concluded, and the model clusters pre-cocoon are proposed to be maintained under the state control, supervision, and monitoring during 12 plan. The present status of Octasar industries. Octasar silk is a unique, indigenous, and eco-friendly product of Manipur. It is a highly remunerative case crop having a consistent market demand in the country. RSRS Imphal has 2 granaries with a capacity of producing 2 lakh DFL each. The total potential area available for oak cultivation in Manipur is about 40,000 hectares, and the total area under oak in the rest of the country is about 20,000 hectares. The demand for disease-free laying, that is the seed, silkworm seed, remains a major problem which could not meet their requirement. Besides, marketing of Octasar is also a top task in the Northeast. Hence, organizing Tasar growers into local self-groups such as Tasar producers, societies, and empowering them would help in tackling the constraints. At present, the total production of Octasar raw silk in Manipur is 5 to 6 metric ton annually. There are no organized seed production sectors in Octasar like National Silkworm Seed Organization in Mulberry, Muga Silkworm Seed Organization in Muga, Iri Silkworm Seed Organization in Iri, and basic Tasar Silkworm Seed Organization in Tasar. Tasar, we have tropical Tasar and the temperate Tasar. In Manipur, Octasar is temperate Tasar, and the Tasar available in tropical area like Jharkhand, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. These are the tropical Tasar. Therefore, requirement of silkworm seeds cannot be met fully. Required infrastructure for rearing like indoor choki rearing shed, cocoon mounting hole, and rearing materials like nylon net are not provided to the farmers. Therefore, Octasar farmers are reluctant to take up this profession. In Mulberry sericulture, farmers are provided required infrastructure for rearing like indoor choki rearing shed, cocoon mounting hole, and rearing materials like including Mulberry garden. After implementation of Manipur sericulture project, it is fully for Mulberry only. The technical staff of Sericulture Department Manipur has diverted to Mulberry, and Octasar culture was almost neglected. As a result, Octasar seed requirement of the farmers cannot be met. The Tasar seed production mostly depends on the Central Siltboard units only. Lack of awareness in the interior tribal villages about Octasar culture, deforestation of oak plantation for firewood and jhum cultivation, lack of stress and disease-resistant breeds in Octasar culture also hampers the culture. These are the main constraints faced for development of Octasar culture. Regarding the interventions required for enhancing Octasar productivity, to meet the requirement of Octasar silkworm seed production is an organized way. is in an organized way is necessary. For this, establishment of basic seed multiplication and training center is necessary. Required infrastructure support like indoor choki rearing, set cum, cocoon mounting hall, and rearing materials, including disinfectants to control diseases, should be provided to the farmers. To provide quality leaves for higher cocoon productivity, proper farm management and agronomical practices are required. For this, farmers should be given support like one motorized pruning saw for pruning of oak plants and one motorized grass cutter for weeding for a cluster of 5 to 10 farmers. To control silkworm mortality due to diseases in farmers' field, mobile disinfection units with required infrastructures like disinfection van, motorized sprayers, and trained staff are necessary. Seed protection centers in state agriculture department need to be strengthened with required infrastructures and manpower. More awareness programs need to be carried out. More number of farmers should be trained on octasar culture. Establishment of in situ wild silk modjam plasm conservation center. Strengthening of RSRS with required infrastructures. Transfer of technology. Some of the technology are being transferred and the trial under Regional Agriculture Research Station, Imphal. Under Octasar, we have popularized a new breed of silkworm C27. Now it is under trial. And PET bottle trap for control of UG fly is also under trial. Sodium hypochlorite treatment for control of tiger vein disease in the seed of the silkworm is also under trial. IPM technology for control of UG fly. Paste of the silkworm is also under trial. Biopesticides for control of insect pests is also under trial. Under Mulberry, Nirmol and the Siriwin eco-friendly disinfectant and bed disinfectant provided from Central Agricultural Research and Training Institute, Bahrampur, West Bengal. This is also under trial. Evaluation of bivolatile double hybrid silkworm is also under trial. Under Muga culture, popularization of CMR2, CMR1 and the CMR2 breed are also under trial. Integrated control of stem borer infestation of the host plant of Muga is also under trial. Popularization of anti-muscardine formulation Ladoi is also under trial. Under agriculture, popularization of improved castor variety NBR1 is also under trial. Popularization of improved iri silkworm C2 breed is also under trial. Popularization of platform rearing technology of iri silkworm to increase iri silk production is also under trial. This is the Octasar industrial drainage established at Bishnupur district under different schemes in the state government, under state government. Way forward, during the year, under Government of India's program of among the aspirational districts selected, Chandrel is one of the aspirational districts selected for Manipur state, and now in the form of soil to silk project is going to be initiated. Under that project, Octasar and Mulberry sericulture will be initiated. Development of Octasar industries and keeping in view of the potential for reproduction and demand, high quality spun yarn, Government of India has sanctioned iri spun silk milk at Imphal at a cost of rupees 21.53 crore. Now it is already initiated, and from the this iris silk mill, spun silk mill, we are expecting to produce 55 metric ton iris spun silk yarn by providing direct and indirect employment to 2,500 farmers and the weavers in the state. So not only Octasar culture, this research institute is being initiated for Mulberry sericulture, Muga culture, and iri culture also. So these are some activities of Mulberry sericulture. Here, large-scale rearing is going on, and after the rearing, cocooning, preparation of cocoon in the different improved methods, technology, devices, and after rearing, that cocoon harvesting is going on, and now cocoons are ready to sell or ready to consume for reeling purpose. So these are the brief R&D infrastructure activities of our research station, and we for future we are planning to coordinate with the state government of Manipur for development of sericulture in all aspects. In all 4 types of sericulture is available in Manipur: Octasar culture, Muga culture, Iri culture, and mulberry sericulture. All these 4 types can be developed with the coordination with the state government and the central government. Thank you very much. My presentation is completed here. I thank all the organizers, particularly Director, MASTEC Government of Manipur, and all the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Devras, for your presentation and very, very informative compilation.
Okay, thank you.
Now our presentation is over here, but before we wind up the program, now I request Dr. Tongtham Sibaji, Scientific Officer, Manipur Science and Technology Council, Imphal, to propose word of thanks. Dr. Sibaji.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion of Vigyan Utsav as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and 50 years of establishment of Science and Technology Councils in India. At the outset, I, on behalf of Manipur Science and Technology Council, MASTEC, and entire management team here, would like to thank the Commissioner Science and Technology, Government of Manipur, who is also the Member Secretary of MASTEC, Shri Devesh Deval, for extending guidance to us in arranging Vigyan Utsav. I wish to thank the Director of MASTEC, Dr. L. Dinachandra Singh, for giving the welcome address for today's Vigyan Utsav hosted by this council. My sincere thanks goes to Dr. R.K. Lenin Singh, Head, Department of Psychiatry, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal, for highlighting the research and development activities of RIMS, Imphal. Dr. S. Basanta Singh, Director of Research, Central Agricultural University, Imphal, delivered an invited talk on R&D infrastructure of Central Agricultural University, for which I am thankful to him. I am thankful to Sri R.K. Bigyan Sana Singh, Scientist D, National Institute for Electronics and Information Technology, Imphal, for delivering a talk on R&D infrastructure and research works carried out by his institute. I extend my thanks to Dr. Y. Devraj Singh, Scientist D, Regional Sericulture Research Station, Central Silk Board, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, for his presentation on the topic R&D infrastructure at Sericulture Research Station, and also activities carried out at the research station in the context of Manipur. I am thankful to Dr. Devapriya Datta, Advisor DST, Government of India, and his team for initiating Vigyan Utsav as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and with 50 years of establishment of SNT, state SNT councils in India to showcase the achievements in STI ecosystem in the country. I also thank the team of CDEC Noida for providing technical support to the program. Last but not the least, I wish to thank all the participants, members of network of SNT councils across the country for joining this program. I'm also grateful to those who are watching this program on YouTube. Lastly, I wish to thank the officers and the staff of MASTEC for successful organization of Vigyan Utsav today with full coordination. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Shivaji. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we have come to the end of the Vigyan Utsav for today, hosted by Manipur Science and Technology Council. So, once again, I would like to thank all of you for joining this meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sini Muhammad Anwar.